It's people that's counting on me. I cannot eat from the tree. I'm Adam to Z. Z is my Eve. Watch how we getting it. Watch how we flipping it. Watch how we living it. Watch how we winning it. Watch. Yeah. Watch. Yeah. Watch. Yeah. Yeah.
What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Forever Love Podcast. My name is Artis.
And I'm Zadoria.
And we are the Andersons.
I love it. I love it. We're going to do better. This is Dre.
This is Tati.
And we're the Badies.
Hey.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome in. Listen, we got a fire show for you today. We're going to be talking about, is marriage dying? Is marriage dying? Great topic. But before we get into that, how's y'all week been going? How's your week so far? How y'all feeling?
Our week has been good. We've been in accountability, checking each other, fixing things, and now we are we found out that we are procrastinators, but together. We are procrastinators, but if there was a word for procrastination, but get it done, well, that's us.
Yeah, we fuel each other.
Yeah.
The alarm go off. We got 15 more minutes. They go off again. They go off again. She said, "Oh, we got 5 more minutes."
Yeah.
We working on it.
We are working on it because it's a we thing.
We're working.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
this week for me,
we got some stuff coming. We got 5 short films coming up.
Yo.
wow. Okay.
2 days.
Dope.
Jeez. Yeah, nothing much on my end. I been working on Marriage Builders. Just getting a lot of back office stuff together. Want to launch later on this year. So just getting that together. This week I've been forgetting what day is what. I've been thinking like Monday is Wednesday and Tuesday is Friday. It's been a crazy week. I don't know why.
I agree. Yeah.
We'll see over there, guys.
Yes. Today is Thursday, y'all. Today is Thursday.
Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Today is Thursday.
It's Thursday. Yeah, like he said, I don't know what's been going on this week. It seemed like it was going fast, but it actually was going slow. So I'm really thinking today Friday, but it's still Thursday. I still got another day left in the work week. My week so far, it's been good. I just came from dinner with some coworkers. We hung out. That was good. Had some good meal, good laughs, jokes. And overall, we babysit during the week.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, but godchildren, yeah.
Yeah. So other than that,
somebody else's is still an adventure.
Yeah.
It's
sure.
an adventure.
yeah.
No matter
Yeah. We had all three. All three.
Yeah. A newborn, a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old.
We had all 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep, making it happen. Making it happen.
That was the thing in this.
And that's my wife clapping that. That's my wife clapping at gnats.
Listen, y'all be thinking our house is dirty because I feel like I be doing that every time we start. We in Las Vegas, like where's this gnats?
We have kids. The house is clean, but then it'd be like, I just cleaned it. And then you'd be like, you know what? Some days I just go to bed. If the toy is there, as long as it's not in my walking path, I'm okay.
it goes annoying. So.
That part.
Yeah, man. So listen, we're gonna jump into this. I'm gonna play a video for everybody. And then we're gonna get some reactions to this. And then we're gonna jump into our topic. Okay. So let me show what we got going on. Let me see.
Y'all on TikTok, y'all just gotta listen for what's about to be played.
I mean, how old are you?
38.
Yeah, 38. Never been married, got kids. That's the deal breaker. I don't like quitters. You might as well stay single. Probably good at it.
Oh,
I don't get it. I don't get it.
oh, wait. What do you mean?
Because if you've been single until you're 38, that means you're good at it. Don't quit. I mean, how old are you?
38.
Yeah, 38. Never been married. Got kids. That's the deal breaker. I don't like quitters. You might as well stay single. Probably good at it.
Oh.
I don't get it.
Oh.
Wow.
Wait. What do you mean?
Because if you've been single until you're 38, that means you're good at it. Don't quit. I mean, how do you?
You had to run it back.
that's crazy.
You had to just hear what he said, because you had to hear what he said to register.
That's crazy.
He said, "Don't quit at being single because you're 38
You good at it?
and you're good at it."
Wow.
On the Pop the Balloon show.
Yeah, it never said that she'd been single her whole life. Well, maybe we missed that part, but he just took it upon himself to say, "Stay that way, love. I'm good. Enjoy." Because who are you to tell somebody to stay single? Okay, I'll ask y'all the question after I tell y'all my story. So, when I had to be before 25. I had somebody tell me, "Hey sis," I had somebody tell me that by 30, if you have not been married or if you have not been asked to be engaged, you're no good as a woman. He didn't say me per se. He was just telling a philosophy. Like, he said, and it could go for guys and girls, but for the most part, he said most men, if they hear that a woman has never been married or asked to be engaged by 30, then you're no good.
Not a suitable candidate.
Yeah, you're not a suitable candidate. Yes.
How did you feel when you heard that?
For real.
When I heard that, well, for one, in my head, 30 was so far, I was just like, dang, that's old. I ain't got no worry about. Because at the time, I think I had heard through the grapevine that somebody was striving to propose to me, and that happened about twice. That the conversation had been had, no, 3 times at that time. So I was like, oh, well, I ain't got to worry about it. But I knew, I was like, 30 is old. I ain't got to worry about this situation. But I was like, well, then I guess I'm good, so I can go to 40. I just, again, my younger 20 mindset was a little off. Especially when I was single. But then I thought about when I started hearing women and seeing it, and I was like, dang, I started thinking like what he was saying. I said, oh, she ain't gonna never get a man. And then I was like, marriage is probably not for her, or not for him. I'm like, nobody's never asked you to get married. And I'm just, in my head, because I heard the person's voice in my head. Yeah, so I was like, dang. But then I had another person tell me by 28, your mindset is going to change. And I was like, 28? Yeah. I said, I'm always going to be bad. And I'm going to have all the dudes, and I'm going to be doing whatever and traveling the world. And I'm just going to have one kid for the rest of my life. And I'm just going to be that fine auntie until 28.
And everything changed.
The year of Dre.
Yes.
The year of Dre.
Year of Dre.
I do, like the guy was saying, I think there are a lot of people with that mindset that do think after a certain age that marriage, the mindset of being married or wanting somebody to marry you or whatever. Some people think that I'm doomed. And then some people think that he or she is doomed because ain't nobody ever asked you to be married at that point. Yeah, you're no good. You're ruined already.
Yeah.
Not surprised. He said that.
So let me ask y'all this then.
3 times.
What are y'all's thoughts about the state of marriage today? Just to get this thing flowing for a second.
Okay.
Generally, just off the top of your head, what are your thoughts about marriage today when you look at society?
I think it's a joke. To be honest,
social media.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Like people take marriage as a joke.
Yes,
gotcha.
I think people really take marriage as a joke now because don't shoot the messenger, okay?
Pew, pew, pew.
I mean, this whole marriage is supposed to
might
be
be
sacred.
though.
That's the ultimate goal. Us as believers, marriage is supposed to be sacred, man and woman. That's where it's supposed to start. But now everyone has this Black Lives Matter mentality, white lives matter, people lives matter in their mind when it comes to marriage. And it's like, why can't I have my cake and eat it too? If I'm not having this person, why can't I add someone else to it? Like, there is, if I love this person, regardless if they're not the same, opposite sex, I should be able to have the same rights. I get it. I get it 1,000%. But to me, I feel like what happened to us really just understanding what the ultimate goal of marriage is. And, we're just out here allowing people to be free in their lust, in a sense. And it's not really a love that people are really have, because people go into marriage and they're saying, oh, we're going to do it because we need it for the paper. Like, I was talking to someone about, when you get married, that you have to buy the laws and you have to actually go to the court and get the paperwork and get this done, because that's the only way that the state is going to, notice that you can get any kind of benefits or do things like that. So people are starting to do that. They were saying, well, if I decide to love this type of person this way, then of course I want to be able to be legally tied to them so that I can be able to get the benefits as everyone else. So I get it. But in a sense, I think that we have made it so loose that people lost the sight of what marriage really looked like. And then also look at like, we just do it for the clout, or, we do it for the, people do it for the because we look good as a business. Like it's about a business deal. Like we're doing this because it's gonna increase our bottom line. Like, yeah. Like, and it's not about that, even though we can go back, because people probably debate about, they did, what is it called with the marriage, arranged marriages back in the day, where they didn't even have a choice to be married. So I feel like it's been from arranged marriage, I didn't really love the man or woman, but I had to do it because my family said so, to I got the freedom to do it, and your freedom, you done gone all the way to West Bubbaluck to try to figure to do this thing. So yeah, that's the joke, and the joke is on us, I guess.
I did have a lady. She said, Monet. She said that if she could do it all over again, she would get married in her mid-30s.
That's true.
That kind of brings me to a question though. I remember a young lady, we was at an event maybe a few months ago, and she walked up to us and she was like, oh, I love y'all's content, I love y'all's videos. I need to find me a man, but I don't want one right now. I'm focused on my career. And I asked her, I said, well, what age are you planning on preparing for this? She was like, well, I don't know. Yeah, ain't no time soon. Mind you, she's in her 30s. So when I hear a woman in her 30s say no time soon, I'm trying to figure out, like, what in your head is processing to assume that you actually run the time frame.
Like Mojo said, who said you got another 30 years?
Yeah.
And this is what I wrote in my book called The Blueprint for Finding a Wife. I tell men that when you decide to date a woman, she has a clock that you have to respect. So if you're gonna play with her, leave her alone, because her biological clock doesn't have time to play around and play games. But then you have situations where women are playing around with their biological clock, and it's like, and I think this is part of kind of what my wife alludes to. I think people have been desensitized to the seriousness of marriage, to where they think that this is something that you can just do, this like it's a theme park. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, I can go skating whenever I want, or I can go bowling whenever. Like, marriage is not the movies. You don't just show up because you have the autonomy and the freedom to do it when you want to. Like there's so many layers that have to take place. You gotta meet somebody. They gotta like you. You gotta like them. They gotta be attracted to you. You want to be attracted to them. They gotta actually take you serious. They gotta actually have the qualities that you desire and the traits you desire. Then on top of that, you might need about a year to get to know each other. And then after that, you got to plan. And then like this is not something you can just walk into a grocery store and be like, hey, let me get a husband on aisle 7.
Right.
Like
But the way that they've been making it in the world is that you can. As much as we say it has been so watered down, and that social media, you say, you go, okay, if so-and-so is not doing right, you can type in chocolate man in the 60s and you're gonna get a whole bunch of silver foxes. Now you got an allure of people that you can DM and see what you're looking for. You can type in girls with big lips and you're going to get an allure of girls with big lips, and now you can go DMing them. Like it is quote unquote not a physical store, but to get to marriage, that process to get to marriage has been so microwavable and watered down for us to even get to marriage. Like like it's a swipe away. It is a quick swipe away.
But here's another thing. Mama got married 3 times. Daddy got married 4 times. Grandmama got married two times. Great grandmama got married 3 times.
And they didn't die.
And nobody died. Nobody got hurt. So why can't I get married 5 times and till I find the right person on marriage number 7?
But what is it right look like?
that would be a legitimate argument.
Yeah.
Now, what I would argue back though is statistically, your second, third, and fourth marriages last a shorter time, and you end up divorced again.
Mm.
Now, there are people out here who's married 3 times, 4 times, and they still married. Amen. That is a small percentage. Small percentage. But it does bring me to this question. Let's talk about traditional marriage for a second, right? Traditional marriage, male and female, husband and wife. Is that dying in our culture? And if so, why?
Whew. Yes.
Okay.
For a lot of reasons, but something that I've been noticing lately, polygamy. Nobody wants to just have that one spouse anymore. Everybody wants to have the 2 husbands or the 2 wives or whatever the dynamic is. So I think, and that's probably social media playing in on that, but nobody wants a traditional marriage anymore. Some people don't even want to be married anymore. They just want to say, oh, this is my wife, but there's no real tie to it. It's just for namesake.
Because the argument,
the title of being married, nobody wants the work. Nobody wants to put in the work.
Right.
If
well, their argument. My bad. Go ahead.
No. You keep going. You said their argument.
No, I was just going to say their argument is going to be it's just a piece of paper.
Yeah.
That's going to be the argument. That's always the argument. You know, I don't want to get married. I don't want the government involved. I don't want this involved. Let me tell you what they're really saying. If I want out, I want to just be able to leave with no strings attached. What they're saying is, I don't want nothing tying me down to a real commitment.
Mm-hmm.
That's what they're saying. Because if we're going to be honest, money is just a piece of paper, but I bet you take that serious. Your deed to your house is just a piece of paper, but I bet you take that serious. If marriage is just a piece of paper, then why not get married if it's just a piece of paper? The argument is actually against you. If marriage is just a piece of paper, then get married because that's going to make her happy, fellas, because it ain't the women saying it's just a piece of paper. Let's just be clear about that. It's only 99.9% of the men saying this. So, fellas, if marriage, matter of fact, clip this. Where's my camera? If marriage is just a piece of paper, the argument also goes to the other side of the fence. Just marry her then. It's only a piece of paper. What's the harm? What's the harm, fellas? It's just a piece of paper. So what's the big deal? Just get married and sign the paper. It's just a piece of paper, right? Oh, okay.
Be quiet.
Yeah, I never even thought about it like that because it's a car. A car is just a piece of paper, but you need a car to get moving. If you like you said, a house is just a piece of paper that you signed and went through the process with. Because it's to buy a house, there is a process. You gotta be patient.
Yep.
You gotta fight through the tears. You gotta decide where you want. You will go date a few houses before you just decide on one. Or even if you decide to build a house, you still gotta decide on the walls and the floor and it's still a process. And at the end of the day, all it is just a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Never thought of it like that.
Listen, story time.
I mean, it's a contract. I mean, people don't like contracts. That's just the deal.
That's true.
That's just the deal. Contracts are just when you have it in writing,
they run.
When it's in writing, it's a whole nother story because it's gonna seal. Mm-hmm.
So you don't mind the government. My wife is just fighting a gnat, y'all. Don't mind her. She just fighting fighting a gnat.
But did you get it for a whole half an hour, and now the gnat want to come on and be on the camera? You can't get camera time, okay?
Listen,
he said yes, I will.
all I got to say is the gnat is winning. That's all I can say.
We see.
She tried to be strong. She said
Nat 2.
Z0.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, listen. Here's the reality. You don't mind the government being in your LLC. You don't mind the government being in your taxes. You don't mind the government being in your mortgage, your car note. You don't mind the government being in nothing else you got going on. But you gonna try to make the argument that the government should not be involved in your relationship.
But the thing is this is the only place that they have control. Everything else you don't have control. Like you have no say. Like either you're gonna sign this contract or you ain't gonna get what you want.
Yeah.
You don't have control in no LLC and taxes, baby. You got a deadline. You don't pay it. They gonna start racking up. They gonna come get you. That's worse. You think that no celebrities are put in jail because they didn't do their part and follow the rules and this, that, and the other.
Shout out to Wesley.
Oh God. I wasn't throwing them names.
I'm a bad.
You know,
go
ahead.
There's always somebody on top of you. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care how much CEO, whatever, like you said, if you're the boss and you still got to talk to the government, you still got to check in with somebody to get to where, unless your business is under wraps.
It might as well be your wife. Go get the paper.
Yep. And you know what's crazy? A lot of men never want the government involved where they have to be accountable. They don't want the government involved with child support. Well, if you took care of your kids, they wouldn't be involved. You don't want the government involved with your marriage. Well, if you were faithful, you wouldn't have to worry about her divorcing you and taking everything.
Well,
now I also know the counter arguments. Well, the no-fault divorce. Women are getting married and leaving because they're unhappy. Well, you didn't vet well. No matter how you spin this, you got to be accountable. And if we're being honest, a lot of men love to talk about women not being accountable. And I'm not going to lie. Women hate accountability, generally speaking. But men, I know some dudes, and we all know some dudes, and we know a lot of dudes who run from accountability, and they running right on the track with these women. Hate accountability. So we have to be honest about some things. When it comes to marriage, you don't want the government in your marriage because you don't want to be accountable to commitment. You want to be able to do what you want and not have the consequences. You don't want nobody controlling anything because if you do something that will cause you to be held accountable by the government, you don't like stuff like that. And I can go down the list of all the arguments that people will make about it. Just a piece of paper, the government got to be involved, boom, boom. But at the end of the day, this brings me to the bigger point.
The day got to end.
Listen.
Sister Glow.
Oh, yeah, let me get to the story. But let me say this first. At the end of the day, marriage has always been an origin from God. Whenever man tries to redefine or rewrite something God created, this is the fallout. Foolishness. Because this is what humans do. Marriage has always been a representation of God's commitment to humanity. That's what marriage has always been a representation of. God's love towards people. So when Jesus comes down from heaven and he lives a life here on earth, he is considered the bridegroom according to the Bible. That bridegroom is married to humanity. So when he dies for his bride, he's dying for the sake of his people. That's why in the book of Revelations at the end times, there's going to be a what the Bible describes as a wedding feast, because he's coming back for his bride. That's what the second coming is all about. He's returning because he's faithful and committed to his bride, which is humanity, those that receive Christ as Lord and Savior. So marriage has always been a bigger depiction of something greater than just human people being in a relationship. So obviously, Satan is going to try to distort the idea of marriage so that he can destroy the idea of God's love for humanity. So, but story time. Me and Z is at the convention center. What's that spot called near the outlets? Remember we did an event. We had a vendor table.
Oh, we saw Tatiana there.
You
talking about the black?
What's Tatiana? Were you there?
Yeah, we saw her when we was vendors.
We were vendors. It was some type of event.
It was for Black
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth.
Okay, so it was a
Black
Juneteenth. It was a Juneteenth event. Maybe 2 years ago. Long story short, we had our Forever Love table up, talking to people. Boom, boom.
Did you tell this story already?
I don't remember because I don't know where I was at.
Oh, yeah, we saw you there. You was a vendor there too.
Sounds about right.
Pulling that cart.
You tell everybody, move, I don't know how to drive. Okay. Thank you for letting us know that.
Oops.
And smoking is bad for you.
Oh,
Thank
Thank you for that comment.
Yeah.
we don't smoke, but thank you for that.
So we're at this event, and this couple comes up to our table, and we get to talking. And so I asked him, I said, so how long y'all been together? I think they were together maybe 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, something like that, somewhere around that time. I said, okay, so when's the wedding? So here comes the guy. Oh, man, I ain't, marriage just a piece of paper, man. We ain't doing nothing like the government. We got our own thing going. I said, okay. I said, so why do you feel that way? And he began to give his spiel about why. And he was saying how, sometimes, people get married and they mess things up and things of that nature and all of that.
The whole time, the girl, you could just tell she just letting him talk, but you could just tell she like, I'm ready to get married.
Now
you could look at her. You could just look at her and tell.
Now she's smiling to say, she's smiling. And so I asked her, I said, well, how do you feel about it? And she was like, well, kind of like he said, I understand. It's just a piece of paper. And, we've been together for a long time and we love each other. And so I went back to him. I said, so you said it's just a piece of paper and all this stuff. So I asked him, I said, so are you saying that she's going to change if you marry her? Well, I mean, I ain't saying that about her, boom. I said, okay, so my question to you is, if you marry her, is she going to change? Is that what you're communicating? No, I ain't saying that. Okay, so what's the issue?
Right.
He was like, well, nah, man, it's just, man, it's just, I don't feel like you need all that. I said, but if she wants to get married, would you marry her? I mean, I'm gonna have to, I don't know, I'm gonna have to think about that. Then I said, do you believe you have a great woman? He was like, yeah. I said, is she faithful? He was like, yeah. So what's the issue of making a commitment to her to the world? No, man, it's just, man, sometimes people be switching up after you get married. Now, sir, I just asked you. I just asked you now. Let me just I'm gonna replay it for you. Is she going to do that to you? No, I ain't saying all that. Sir, so obviously you just don't want to get married.
Yeah, that part.
Obviously, you just don't want to get married. And at that point, she's kind of just sitting there looking crazy. It's like, but she got to defend her man. She got to defend her man. But it's stuff like that that's happening consistently. 99% of women want to be married.
Oh, it's crazy too. And then for us to have the actual table, you can tell the men every time the men will look at it and be like,
they trying to walk past the table.
I know. I remember now where I seen y'all doing.
Yup. And the women, they trying to pull the man over to the table, and he trying to walk past it. But I think the truth is a lot of men are afraid of marriage today. A lot of men are afraid of it.
But you can't knock them. I mean, Lord Jesus, get the words out, Zadoria. You can't knock it. You can't knock them for it because a lot of us women have really, we made it look bad. Like these niggas scared because people taking money. Okay, child support. Let's just use that for example. Don't please you get a woman pregnant.
Yeah.
That is a whole nother pregnant and then man, and then you gonna break up with her? Oh Lord. Yeah, you going down the wrong boat, brother.
Do we think men don't want to get married, or just hear me out, is men can't afford it? Because there's a cost that comes with marriage.
No.
There's a ring. There's this expectation of buying this big diamond ring. There's an expectation of having a helicopter and all this for your grand proposal.
The doves with the white flowers and the cursive singing.
Sorry, let's skip that part. But it's like you have all these you have all these expectations.
Oh man.
I'm so sorry. But you have all these expectations because people see all of this stuff, right? So what if it's just the guys are, financially not prepared or afraid?
What do y'all think, audience? I mean, I know some people that's watching us right now. What do y'all think?
Oh my God.
While they chime in, let me answer that as a man. In the defense of men, let me say this. The cultural expectations that have been placed on men have led to a lot of hesitancy for men to get married because just little things, holidays, gifts, all these types of things play a major role. But here's the bigger aspect. Because entertainment has influenced relationships so heavily, from television shows to movies to commercials to social media to music, all of these different vehicles have influenced relationships positively and negatively. So ultimately, for a lot of men, and social media has not helped at all because now men have access to so many negative stories about relationships and marriage. And they have literal communities of men just dogging women, bashing women, and giving their stories about their experiences with women, and I could tell y'all a bunch of different stories from people, but what what you're alluding to, it does have credibility because if we could just tell men right now, you don't have to buy an expensive ring. But if you have women putting pressure on you that your ring has to be a certain amount, a certain level, a certain carat, then then automatically the problem lies within the expectation of that woman based on the perception of society. Because what she's thinking about is her pictures, her videos, and what people are going to say about her ring, instead of focusing on the fact that this man loves me, he made a commitment to me, and if this ring only costs $200, then I'm going to appreciate this ring because it's a connection to him.
Come on, man.
Hey, y'all. My wife told me, she said we can.
I told you can go to
Walmart and get a ring
for about months,
which is fine.
When I was pregnant, I said, "Oh, I like that." And then we went to Sam's Club. I said, "Oh, they got nicer ones." He's like, "Girl, come on."
That okay, listen.
Bust my little bubble.
That is, you know what? I don't know what to say. That's fine. If that's, I had a bigger budget, so I felt like I could do a little bit more. But let's put it that way.
But that's fine if you got a bigger budget.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. A lot of men, you don't have to spend $10,000 on a wedding. Your wedding can be
put that deposit on the house.
Put it on the house. You can put that deposit. You could listen. You can do a wedding for $2,000, $1,000,
or go spend $45 on a paper and then just have a party. Because if I could do it all over again, that's what I would do.
But we're okay.
Wrap it up.
We're speaking as married people. No. So think about the society today. There's a song right now. Spin that. I mean, let me just say, if I wasn't married, ain't no way in the world I'd be dating right now. All these, ain't no way. This just ain't no way. I would be at home counting my own money, putting it in my bank, investing somewhere else, because people just want you to spend that. Like, no. It's crazy.
Listen, if I was single today, well, I can't say.
And you're not.
And I'm not. But if I was single today, I would still be looking for a wife. Because I know how to vet for a wife.
But that's you, though.
Shameless plug. Shameless plug.
That's rare, though.
Shameless plug. Make sure you go to Amazon right now and get the blueprint for finding a wife. All right? Fellas, go get that book. It's going to bless your life.
Somebody said it's definitely scary out here. Somebody else said, man, please give me a big reception over a big wedding. Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. But receptions cost more than the wedding.
Cost more than the wedding, for real.
So
not really. If you just find a good, because then some people pay for the wedding and the reception. If you wanted to skip the wedding and just pay the $500 for a reception and some food, you're more than likely to spend about $2-3 grand versus out of $5 for here and another $2 for here. There is 10 grand right there. But if you say skip it and say, hey, I'm gonna use 3,000, and if some people are smart, say, hey, you find a venue, say, hey, I need a venue for $1,000. I got 1,000 for food and 1,000 for tables and chairs, whatever that looks like. You'll be smart. I guarantee you'll get it. Because a lot of these people right now, the way the economy is, you tell them you got $1,000 for a wedding, like, hey, I know I'm gonna have this many people, but you cook what you can with this budget. Sometimes you gotta be a little smarter how you want to plan it. Because if you know that lady wants to get married or that guy wants to get married, but you're like, hey, I'm okay with coming to an understanding. He was trying to explain to me that it was overkill. And I was just like, I was on the other side because I didn't have the knowledge of previously being married, or didn't, like you already have the knowledge art of understanding marriage, and you would keep looking for it. Because when I was like, okay, I'm single, I thought this way. Now I'm living with somebody and I'm like, oh my God, I need to like walk down the aisle with my daddy, and I need to show my mom, and my mommy needs to be crying, and I need my family to like my dress, and I'm gonna get it custom made, and guess my hair and look at my makeup. Shout out to everybody who got me right on my wedding. But if I could do it again, I just would have a grand entrance and then we just party. I would skip the whole thing and just do my reception. How we did that grand entrance at the reception, I would just do that and then be good. Because baby, I couldn't wait for the dances to be over. I was like, turn that light off. Let's go. That's all I kept saying, huh? I said, I can't wait to the reception. After everything else that stressed me out, That's all I kept saying to Dre. I said, I can't wait for the reception.
But we had a ball.
We were decorating on our own wedding day. But I said I couldn't wait for the reception. Somebody said it's scary out here. A lot of people say it's piss in the dating water.
Sorry.
Well, here's it.
What?
Sorry.
He said what?
We did say something about, because we're married now, of course we're looking at getting married differently. But I think about even when I was engaged, how I really wanted everything. I wanted it all. I wanted it all. I didn't even get a honeymoon that I wanted it that bad. I wanted people to see me. Yeah.
You did get a honeymoon.
3 years later.
Did you get a honeymoon?
3 years later. That's not really considered a
honeymoon. Wait a minute. We speak in English, right?
No.
All right. Did you get a honeymoon?
Here we go.
Is it C? Is it yes?
I'm saying I didn't get my honeymoon after the wedding like most traditional people do.
Some people never got a honeymoon.
Okay, anyway.
So which bracket would you want to be in? No honeymoon or honeymoon?
Can you get out your feelings right now?
I'm not in my feelings. I'm in my chair.
This is what
I'm in my chair.
Y'all want to get married? Yeah. See?
Hold on, y'all are mute.
My bad. That's my bad.
Okay.
I said, if y'all want to get married on a budget, call me. What I just broke down how you can get a building, some food, and tables and setup, and then you could do like we did. We did book now, pay later for our honeymoon. I'm just saying, and there's so many pay this is that and the other, and we definitely did a really good job. And we went to 2-3 different locations on a whole book now, pay later. We booked it, and we paid when we got there,
and we stayed an extra day.
Yes, we did.
Let's speak to the singles for a second, because obviously they say it's a lot of pee in the dating pool and things of that nature. No, not Siri. So, ladies and gentlemen, you have grocery stores who sell all kinds of food, whether it's GMO, non-GMO, whether it is organic, whether it is non-organic. And then you have better grocery stores that sell all of the good foods, the natural foods, the organic things. Boom, boom, boom. You have stores that sell seeded fruit. And then you have stores that sell fruit with no seeds. The only way you know that there's piss in the pool is because you went to the pool and got in. So let's just deal with this for a second.
I'm trying to hold it.
Let's just deal with this for a second.
Maybe they want to go see.
Water,
look, clear blue. You want to get in cold water.
It looks so good.
Let's park right here for a second. If you want organic food or seeded fruits, go to the places that sell that. But see, here's the problem. You don't like how those people dress. You don't like what those people look like. See, those people are too short for you. Those people are too big for you. The people who are actually quality people, you will find something wrong with them. And then you find your way back in the pissy kiddie pool.
You did.
Complaining.
It's the forbidden fruit.
So can we just deal with the truth for a second?
Nobody's perfect.
Here's the reality. If you watch Pop the Balloon, you understand what I'm about to say. These people are professionally single. They are committed to it. They love being single. They can't wait to pay money for an outfit, to get on the plane, get a rental car, show up to the Pop the Balloon event, and leave single. They love it. You want to know how I know they love being single? Because they're going to pop the balloon on everybody that's good for them.
And they leave single.
And then they're going to hold the balloon for everybody who's bad for them and get popped. They love being single. So here's the real problem with our culture. I'm almost done with my vent. You love being single because when somebody good is right in front of you, you gonna friend zone them. And when somebody is horrible for you, you gonna welcome them with open legs and open arms and open mouths and all type of stuff. And that's the problem.
All the holes open.
What is happening right now?
I'm just letting you know the truth.
Tell them the truth. Nostrils too. All of them. All the holes open.
I'm just letting you know the truth.
What? No.
I'm telling you. That's the truth.
Oh my
But
God.
you know what? It is the truth because you be like, as a single person, you be like, girl, girl, he done took me there, okay? He took her through there, and she knows she needs to stop texting him.
Mhm.
You know it. Like, no offense. Like, when we maybe a year or so, I asked him, why do guys like toxic women? Because it's the same thing for me. Women, they be like, well, why do you keep going with this bad guy? No, it's why do you keep dating toxic men and women? Like, toxic is toxic, not because one sexuality over another. A man can be toxic and so can a woman.
Girls like bad guys, and vice versa. The way of the world. It's always been.
From the stories you told me.
Marriage is a beautiful, beautiful thing. But here's the other problem. People are trying to find good spouses, right? We got to get this out. Is necessary. I'm a firm believer that if you want to do anything well, you should get somebody to help you. Get a professional. Talk to somebody who's been there before. Like, all of that is important. Don't try to keep doing it by yourself. And don't keep talking to your single friends who are also single, who trying to keep you single because they single.
Yeah, that's it right there.
So make sure you got the coach.
Yeah, marriage is only dying because people have lost the true definition and meaning of marriage. So people like us, not to boast about us but people like us and others, like, we value marriage. We value our partner. We value our spouse. Like, we value our character, our integrity, our families, our children. Like, we're not playing with it. And everybody in my circle who's married, like, pretty much everybody's married. So we definitely ain't playing with you. You come in our circle, you have no choice but to be faithful, integral, honest, committed. Like, it's just, we not playing with you. We don't do the, you don't pay child support, you don't take care of your kid. Like, we don't do that stuff. You can't come in our circle with that.
Being held accountable, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. But I know listen, it's been a great conversation.
No, this is really good.
Yeah. Well, what are y'all thoughts about everything? What's your summary for everybody? What advice would you give the single people, and what advice would you give currently married people?
For the single people, take your time. Vet. Be cautious. Watch for those red flags. They're out there. Don't be oblivious, because you see them, you just choose to ignore them. So that's for the married people. Hold tight. That road get bumpy, but hold tight. It's worth it in the end. Hold tight. Even if that tire go flat, just hold on.
Just hold on.
Hold on.
Hold on. Change is coming.
Hold on.
What you got for him, Z?
You know, I was thinking
For the singles and the married.
So So for the married ones, let's start there. You gonna get tested, okay? You gonna get tested.
Yeah.
I counted
For
4
sure.
I'm gonna keep saying this. You gonna get tested.
For sure.
But I would definitely say you get tested at everything else but in your life. and you fail, but you always go back to it. You always find a way to ace the test. So when you're in the marriage, always think about it being a test, because you can always take it again in your marriage, not somewhere else. Okay. I don't know what kind of advice I just gave, but hope that makes
I kind of get where you're going. If you're in a grade level, you got to take the test again. You just take the test again for your class. So in your marriage, keep taking the test till you pass.
Yeah.
Don't quit. Don't walk out the classroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Because
I wanted to say something else, but singles, like Dre said, no, honestly, just be patient, because the moment that you rush something, the one thing that was for you was right in front of your face, because you don't want to regret, like we talked about last week. You don't want to regret missing an opportunity that's in front of you because you weren't mature enough to see it. So work on yourself, enjoy your single life, work on yourself, enjoy your single life.
Yeah.
And the rest will come.
Yeah, I would I ditto everything y'all said. The only thing I would add is for single people, pursuing marriage is a skill. You have to learn it. And then for married people, marriage is a beautiful thing. Dre said it perfectly. Hold on. Hold on, man. Everything feels like the end of the world today, and then your feelings change tomorrow and you realize it wasn't that bad. No matter how bad it got. Like, people have overcome infidelity, they've overcome in-laws, kids, job loss, sickness. Like, people have overcome so many things to make their marriage work. And now in their 40s and 50s and 60s, they appreciate the quality of sticking it out. Because there's value in that. And so, but also for married couples, get counseling. Don't be afraid to go to counseling. Right? Like, counseling is a weapon. Use it. It's a great tool. Tryforeverlove.com, here for all your relationship needs. TRY, the number 4, everlove.com. We got your back. We got your back. But we appreciate y'all watching.
Yeah, your feelings are temporary. That's all I can keep. Your feelings are temporary, because what you wanted today, you ain't gonna want tomorrow. Just like your taste buds. You may taste this today, but you may not want to taste that tomorrow.
Now, how you gonna come back with more advice after I say appreciate y'all for watching?
Oh, because you know,
more advice. Here we go.
Hey,
you got more?
Forget about it. I have to think about it. I'm not good on the spot. Okay.
No, we appreciate y'all.
What'd you say, Dre?
Foreverlove.com.
Oh man, listen, we appreciate y'all watching every week the Forever Love podcast. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, leave your reviews, leave your comments below. Let us know what you're thinking, and we'll see y'all next week. Appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Catch y'all later.
Bye.
Watch how we flipping it. Watch how we living it. Watch how we winning it. Watch. Yeah. Watch. 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 Watch.